Good day. Well, it's here a sunny day today, so we're kind of lucky. And yeah, we will continue on our Guardian. Not sure what those upcoming 2 hours will bring us. Probably finally level 65. Hey Nell, thank you for the host. And yeah, I don't really know what I want to do today. We shall see. We will level and yeah, make it a great day again. There's currently no one online in the kinship. Running some instances is all up to world chat at the moment. Yeah, maybe we'll do a few of them. Maybe we won't. I don't know. There's also power potions. Okay. So yeah, let's continue with the quest that we started yesterday. Yeah, just see how it goes. Not sure what we have to do. Never been here before, so. But I already love the area. Oh yeah, we had one that we missed yesterday. We will continue there, and that's the patrol stuff. Let's get back to the mystery deepens quest. Finish that one first before we start anywhere else. Just so we have finished the area. Let's keep going. Yeah, and when we hit level 65, we'll probably focus on, well, legendary items, getting the... I'm not sure which item I will get. It will be an X, that's not really the question. Not sure where, and probably it will be a first age item. And I still haven't fully decided on which legacy. That's which legacies actually. So I'm not sure what I want there. For now I will continue with the focus on the block rating and put armor value on the second place. It still sounds a little bit weird to do that, I will admit that. Yeah, I'm quite sure that this is the, maybe not the best way, but the most efficient way. Despite the fact that it isn't really controversial or whatever. But we shall see how it works. For now it holds up quite nice. And that leaves room for other tanks to do their job and start with the high rollers. Yeah, that way I don't have to be the main tank. Since we have quite a lot of guardians at our disposal. Or at least we will have them. And, well, the high rollers haven't started yet, so they are not on level already. They will. In that way we won't have this all the same guardians. And, yeah, there are some different ways to play it, and I still need to look into. Oh, okay, that's everything. Repeatable and both repeatable. Well, we did them yesterday. You have more than enough time to get the reputation in this area. At least I think we have enough time. Who knows? I don't know. Never been here. It's all new. Even being on this level is new for me. So I'm not really sure what to expect, how the instances work. Being in a new area is quite refreshing for a change. But for now I have been on warrior stuff for a really long time. At least for me on a really long time. Like maybe a month or 4, 5. I've been really busy doing stuff. Yeah, for me that's quite a long while. Oh, that's the caster again. Okay. So yeah, kind of excited for the lawyer stuff and also for the probably Mirkwood stuff is coming up. And after that, yeah, I don't really know what the plan is with the Tiny Toons. What else we will be running and how to continue. But we shall see, I don't know. For now I'm just enjoying my time on the Guardian and hopefully it will stay that way. Orcs. Oh, okay, that was an AoE that I didn't really meant to do. Well, at least gives us a new target with a lot of morale. Maybe even heal a little bit, so yeah, it's not too bad. I can use this skill as well. I think we need it till like 10 times or something. But we'll probably get that deed done in this stream. Otherwise, this evening. You think this evening? Yeah, I will be online this evening. Probably a little bit late. Somewhere around 6 or 7 PM GMT. Yeah, I have some other stuff to take care of. But let's see if this is the right way. I think it is. And if it isn't, yeah, then we will find out. I think that's a way up. I suggest that this is the good way. Well, I see 5 enemies, 1 caster. Yeah, that's cool. Why not? Some ads, that's always nice. Let's see. A debuff, not sure what it is. A debuff is never good. Casters on the run. Yeah, please keep close. I need you as a target. Yes, thank you. I still don't know why it is missing sometimes. I'm not grabbing up to 8 targets. But yeah, there are the worst things in the world. Maybe it's affect only a little bit to the right of the character, I don't know. Since the mobs at the left side don't really seem to be affected by it. Oh, and now they are. Okay. Well, so far my statement. Oh, he's far gone. Yeah, done. Let's see where we have to go. Not really bringing us much closer. Okay, this will bring us back. Okay. Well, let's see how far we have to go back. And if it even brings us to our quest giver. Oh yeah, I think... Oh, that's everything. Okay, let's get them down. Oh, why not? One will withstand me, we shall see. Well, for now we are quite fine. Don't see any problem. It will take some time, aside from that. Yeah, not really a problem. Yeah, let's see how we are on the class lead, actually. I was just guessing a moment ago that we needed like 10 of them. Oh, it's... Oh, we only need 3 of them. Oh, okay. We will get that one done. Then there are just 2 really annoying ones left. They're not difficult or hard or whatever. You need to use a skill like... I think we need it still 700 times. Yeah, just a little bit less than 700 times. There's a cooldown of 3 minutes. Using accelerators on it is just a waste. It's so not worth it. Oh, okay. You position them very well. Then we can go back to Sarah then, again. Let's see what he has for us this time. Can we jump down? Oh, we cannot even jump over the ledge. Yeah, then it's jumping down quite a challenge. Should be able to skip it here. Yep. Let's see if we still know the way. Oh man, debuffs. Shadow damage every 4 seconds, so good. And thinking about it, there was one quest that we could only do during nighttime. I remember. Might be wrong. That was in that Hobbit area. I don't think I still have that quest in the quest log. I don't think that we will be doing that one. I'm not really seeing the point in doing it. Probably a little bit under-leveled, and I kind of want to get 65 really fast. If there's an instance that we can run, then that will we will do that as well. First, I think, but any other thing will have to wait. Let's plot some more resources. And yeah, we are around here, why not? History weapons, okay. Talk to, okay, this is an instant. Why not? Oh, that sound, man, I cannot get used to it.
Service to Saruman the White has brought terror to the herdsmen of the Occluth. Cyrodion now seeks to bring her reign of terror to an end.
Let's see what we have to do. Oh, okay, let's pull a few. Oh, just all three of them? Okay. That's not bad. Knockback, well, that's something I didn't take into account. I can't even see much health. But I think we are doing alright. But why did that ranger need my company actually? Or probably the better question, why did I need the company of that ranger? Well, he isn't doing anything actually. Oh, that's one. Okay. There's two more to go. Yeah, it would be nice if I could get my DPS a little bit higher. But at the same time, I don't really want to miss on my block chance. Oh, then you have to walk all the way back, of course, since that's what NPCs do. Well, let's continue. Oh, more routes, okay. Oh, Aragorn! Okay. Not sure what Aragorn has to do with this place, but sure. And how does he actually know he is called Aragorn? Since as far as I know, the Rangers only know him by the name of Strider. There's probably a good explanation for that. Huh? Okay. Well, let's see. I think just one more. Yeah, this is the last one. Of course, he has to walk back all the way. Don't know why he doesn't wait for his power to come back, but yeah. I think he doesn't need it or something. Oh, fuck. Just two of them? Well, that's not so special. Oh, they're the same hounds thingies that we did with the oxes. Yeah, we did it yesterday. I made it a highlight actually. Quite like the unexpected company that we had. But yeah, I didn't really think about the fact that that was an option. That they would join us in our fight. Yeah, they did. Kind of funny. Okay, only one. Yeah, someone in World Chat running library, but that's on level, well, basically on level cap. Don't have much to do in there. Except dying a lot, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Well, now he doesn't have to walk that far. Hey, what's next? Yes, more routes. Yep. And again, okay. Let's use this one. Oh, we don't need it right now. And the deed is done. I don't have to remind myself using it. Well, the hits are not really coming today. At least it seems so. Takes forever. Just want to continue, get done with this area. Well, we are almost at the hut. Okay, more of them. And also more trees. Yay! Oh, just 2 of them. Okay. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, using stare. That's also a skill that you need to use for the deed. And yeah, you also need it 1,000 times. That's an easy skill, short cooldown, so yeah, not really a problem, but still you need it 1,000 times. And that's still a lot. Well, in normal use, normal fights, that's not really a use for the skill. It's only when you are behind an enemy. For me, that doesn't really happen so often. Because most of the times I'm in front of the enemy. I won't say that it never happens. Generally, I'm the main tank, and then you are in front of everything, and the rest of the fellowship is behind the enemies. They can use all their weird attacks to receive a bonus from doing that. Yeah, but that does mean that you are not really using it yourself. We have to use it well in sort of old places, and just use it to make use of it, and not so special. Oh, Old Wonder of the Mountain. That's from the instance, I reckon. Not sure how it is called, but Oh, let's talk first. Uh, 25k. That will take a rather long fight. Oh, we first need to kill this one. Then we can continue. Man, who designed this place? It's not designed for a garden. Let's see. Oh, finally has some life. Okay. Not sure what this is all about. Yeah. She's hitting quite hard actually. Especially for an old lady. But old can be deceiving, as we know in Lord of the Rings Online. Not to spoil too much, but something with an old woman with a wood name. Something of wood in the name. Yeah, that can be really deceiving. Low power. Good that we have some potions around, but well, everything. Don't even need to kill her all the way. Okay. Well, I'm not complaining. It saves like 5 minutes. But yeah.
What can I do for you?
And this is repeatable. Okay. That means that we are done up here. And I think that's the northern half. We have actually finished, sort of. There are some quests left in that Hobbit area. Yeah, left is a big word, but yeah, you get what I mean. You'll kind of have to do them. So you're ready to cross the river again and see what brings us there. Some patrol stuff and oh, Angmar instance. Not sure if you can do Carn Doom in an hour, but we will see. Was it this one? Yep. Let's see what we will get. Hey Boom, how's it going? I just saw someone in World Chat asking for people for Angmar instances, and I think we can use a mini by that. Hey Nell! I have a reply. Ah, okay. He found a party already. Well, maybe we will see someone else popping up. We shall see. What's this? Weapon of old. That one is just deceiving. Yeah, trust me now, this is already twice as big as normal. So, I think at least it's twice as big as normal. What is it? Somewhere down here? Yeah. Yeah, everything is twice as big as normal, and I have to admit, looking at on the stream itself, it looks rather small. But the inventory bags, they are just standard size, and I cannot make them bigger. Otherwise I would have done that. That's just the wonderful scaling of LOTRO and well, Windows and almost every platform. What is this big place? Half orcs, okay. Yeah, well, I will also tell a big drawback of playing on, well, 4K resolution. There are two reasons why I don't read the quest out loud. One reason is that, well, I'm not so comfortable by doing it right now. Maybe that will change. And the second thing is, I can hardly read them myself due to the letters are so small. So yeah, it's sort of a problem. And I'm quite sure when we hit the 50 follower milestone and you will see me on cam just really close to the screen, well, that's why. It needs to happen sometimes. Okay. Is that the patrol thingy? Yeah, it's... I have to admit, on... yeah, sorry Nell. Nell Nardis does that on our stream. She does literally every quest, and well, it's funny to listen to sometimes. And but I think if I will do it on like the epic quest and on the epic and yeah, that sort of long quest change, not on every individual quest. So, half orcs, okay, let's kill a few. Can we grab this? No. Oh, it was. Let's grab a few. They're all melee? Okay. Oh no. Oh, I'm starting yawning. Yeah, if everything is right, and of course with Lance you never know, he should be back on Sunday. Not sure if he is back and still resting, or back with his stream on Sunday. It wasn't that specific. But yeah, I won't be there on Saturday, or at least not during daytime, maybe somewhere in the evening. And on Sunday I will be somewhere else. Or change, so there's no Guardian on Sunday. Let's see, where is this place? Oh, down here. Oh. Well, technically, thinking about it, there is a chance that I will also play as a Guardian, but it's a different Guardian. But let's put it in that way. Not sure what the plan will be actually. Oh, green garnets. Yeah, of course, Lance will be back with his own Guardian. You guys should be fine. Yeah, sometimes I need a day off. Not be the tank all the time and do some other stuff. I still cannot get used to the opening sound of the music in this area. Rather annoying actually. It's the normal music that's playing all the time is not so loud, quite soft actually. At least that's how I feel about it. But just that opening is so loud. I've been looking into making the sound a little bit more consistent. So, for example, Shire music is just as loud as instance music, and that way it makes a little bit more sense to me. Well, it didn't really work out. Different material. Yeah, but that's just asking for it, I think. Yeah, that's still true. Yeah. And for some reason they didn't change it. But yeah, I agree. It's on one side it's weird that it's still the the turbine sound on the other side, yeah. Why would you change it? Okay, this is the half orc chieftain. Can we pull all of them? I really don't know. Let's see. I think we can grab a lot of them. Archers will be annoying at the beginning, but should be fine anyway. And you cannot fire all the time, of course. Yeah, music was great back in the old days. Not that there's something wrong with it now. Oh, you have some help from a hunter. But yeah, I still got all the kills. Okay. Well, thank you for killing everything. Good luck waiting. 72. One probably won't mind. So. Let's patrol to the last place. Somewhere on this hill. Yeah. I have to admit, if I look back at all the opening sounds and sound of every main screen that we have got over the years, I think this one is better than the one that we had on, I think under the what we had with the Rohan expansion. It's still the original, it's slightly different, still the, well, sort of the same, but slightly different. Just to explain actually just nothing with what I mean. I'm quite sure it's somewhere out there on YouTube or any platform. I think that one is still the best. It wasn't really loud, it was just a nice upcoming piece of music, and not so that you're like, well, sometimes I'm downstairs and yeah, now from all of a sudden the main theme starts playing, and yeah, it's quite loud compared to everything else. Oh, yeah. Well, the Halloween thing was like in there, I think somewhere up to last month, so a little bit late. Yeah. Is that enough? Would that be enough to end it? I think it is. 2 quests. Oh, find equipment for half-orc bosses. Which one was it actually? Find among the ashes. Yeah, probably along the way back we will do that one. Not sure what we need for it actually. Oh, literally half-orc bosses. Okay. But yeah, music in LOTRO is it's still one of the, well, the best is maybe a little bit much, but for the in-game music, but everything around it, for example the Rohan theme is really good. It might be because I'm quite a fan of Taylor Davis, might be the reason of it, but it's just so well done. And yeah, there's some great attention to detail. Also in game there are some pretty nice pieces. Which I think, yeah, I can't really say for the music in Rohan in general, since yeah, I've never been there before. The theme music was really good. Yeah, I probably can, or just put something else there with another name. That would probably work as well. But yeah, I still need to edit some files that I know. One of them is that my launcher is still downloading all the French and German pages and stuff every time. And yeah, that's also something I still need to fix. Well, I still haven't done that.
What is your purpose here, Devodiard?
Yeah, it does that by default. Don't ask me why. But,
Leave me to Devodiard.
yeah, just enough.
As long as the sun shines.
Yay!
Welcome.
Nice. So, time for Stone of the Tortoise. And we won't get any experience from this point. Yeah, let's save our pocket item. When the time comes, when we start leveling again, we get back to our former items. Maybe we will get something better, but I don't know. But now, oh man, let me think. Level 65 legendary items. Where do I get them? To be honest, I have no idea. Thank you, thank you. Probably somewhere from an instance, but Mirkwood might be. I don't know. I also don't know if those from the traders are any good, or if that's the only way. Okay, I can check that out. Guess they are inside here, or not. Wait, crafting will make more sense. Let's see. What do we actually get here from reputation sellers?
Anything I could want, Devodiard.
Okay, that will work. Yeah, that does speed it up significantly, I know. I didn't really look into Googling it, and I know that I did know that it was a thing, and something to consider. I didn't really look into it yet. The stuff, don't have it yet. There's something with block rating. Let's see. A block. Yeah, there's something with block, but less than we have at the moment. I think they actually are from school and library. We need to do those a few more times. Yeah, Shaky Shade, thank you for that. Weapons. Okay. What will this be? How do I turn 2 skill? Is that for? Oh, for everyone. Okay. Will be useful. More steeds. Folks. Not that I'm looking for, I think. Ooh. A little bit of block rating, mitigation. Good one to remember. Oh, yeah, Boom, I wasn't reading it yet. I've had it filtered on World Chat. I really want to run the instance. So from some time I will notice the small new thingy next to it, and then I will look at it. I'm just hoping something is going on in World Chat. It's some nice stuff actually.
I doubt you have
here.
anything I could want.
Just a general vendor. And oh yeah. Champion guards. Yeah, we can grab a few. Okay. Third age, only third age, of course, yeah. I was hoping for a first age. That will probably only come from instance or crafting. Should have a few of 60 plus. One panel. Few of 60 plus just to get the legacies. 60, yes. Also 60. 55, okay, we can get rid of that. I'm still using my basic belt for some reason. I think. Oh no, I'm using another one. Okay. Oh, we can make some space in here. No need to keep those around. And now, this was what I meant on level 64, still having your basic items, and you're not the only one. And I think I only changed my belt like 3 days ago or something. Hey Faffy, how's it going? Let's see, where is the Forge Relic Master? We can finally get rid of... Wait, can we get rid of this one? Yeah, I also have charge duration on the other one. And everything I need. Yeah, new one has... Oh yeah, challenge targets, that's what I need. Actually, it would be nice if I had that one. But I still have some other majors that I kind of want. Yeah, I'm still not sure about Catch a Breath morale healing. I will need power healing, since every little bit of power counts to keep me alive. But morale healing, it's basically where I use it normally for. I rarely use it to heal myself, not that much of an impact. I was actually planning on putting Guardian Watch block rating on it, I believe, yes. But 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, that's what I meant. I don't really know what legacies I want at the moment. And that makes it a little bit difficult to decide what I want. One. Yeah, that's our starter item. What did we learn from it? Basically to the king damage. I never use it, I'm never in red line. And dash damage, it's nice, but you can absolutely live around it. It's just a single target attack, and I prefer to have the AoE damage. It's also what we learned, and still need to rate a little bit. So yeah, always good to look back. Make a screenshot in case I still forget something. Yeah, I can pick a legacy of it, but why would I? This will probably only be on level much duration. Yeah, only for level 55, I think. Oh, maximum up to 60. Oh, if I knew that, I would have picked something else. Okay, good to remember that. And the belt can go as well, I think. Not sure if I will ever need that. I recently switched back to or switch to another belt and kept it on my inventory just to in case I need something. Yeah, and for those that want to know, Poem will be a captain in the Tiny Toons. Finally, yeah, and that will be the real captain, not the captain that we drag along behind our lawmaster or guardian. I still don't know what Borderlands' plan is for his guardian. We shall see. Yeah. Well, what can we grab from this one? I assume it is also for level 60. Challenge targets, if that's possible. That one is crazy expensive if you want to use it. Maximum target level 60. Okay. You can at least use it to port a legendary item all the way up. So you can pick a level 60 item, put it on there, level it to level 30 and deconstruct it again. And we are at least sure we have that legacy. Vexing blow, I might need that. Well, not so sure about it. We shall see. Let's see. And this knife is level 55, I believe. This dagger, so that one can go as well. The big plan of Borderlands. Yeah, Tiny Toons is was and is still a good idea. Execution was open for debate. But yeah, I was lucky that I had the time to keep playing and keep up with the rather crazy pace of it. Yeah, I'm glad we will do it a little bit different on the high rollers. More of the milestone system, so more people can join in and sounds like a low budget movie. Well, I have to admit, low budget is most of the time one of the best movies and series that you can watch. At least that's my opinion. Since they tend to put the money in useful stuff. And I think we can all agree that, for example, the Lord of the Rings movies didn't have a really big budget. Especially compared to Hobbit that came later. And also some other series that I like to watch, like Ren, Bill with Van Mark. And that was also a low budget series. It's still on YouTube. I can highly suggest watching it a time. It's only 14 minutes long. If you don't like it, it's not that much of a waste of your time. Guardian bleed damage. Maybe if I decide to go something redline. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Fafi. Since we are somewhat used to the HBO Game of Thrones quality. But on occasion they are really, really nice. Not all of them, I will say that. And the same is true actually for the Hunt for Gollum fan movie and Born of Hope, which is actually from the same producers than Ren, or the funny. Yeah, that will result in something more enjoyable. Put the money in places where they need it, Sometimes, of course, audio and visual things don't really line up, and yeah, that's where you see the difference. Less fancy CGI stuff, but I don't really like that anyway. Yeah, that's how I think about it. Our standing has changed, right? What is it now? Acquaintance, apparently. Okay. But there are also a lot of series that are doing it rather bad. I think most of it. Yeah. Let's do a little bit of crafting before I forget doing it. Wait, yes, this one. Normally I don't do the crafting on stream, but I know this will bring me at a new rank of the guild. Otherwise, there's a pretty high chance I just forget it. You always have a crit on the time that you don't need it. Seems to be the case at least. Is the small one? Still cooldown 18 minutes. Okay. I still have some items left from leveling the scholar. Yeah. Looking back on it, picking the scholar on the Guardian that I'm now taking all the way up to Mordor. Probably not the most clever thing to do. Yeah. When I started this character, I didn't anticipate on taking it all the way to Mordor. Yeah, I just forget too much at the moment. Then I kind of have to fix it. Relic of Concert. This one. Yeah, and there is one place in the scholar thing that's quite funny, actually on the research side. I think it's on Master. No. But yeah, you start with Dunedain scripts. You'll make scrolls of Lorien from that, and from the rolls of scrolls of Lorien, you eventually make Dwarf Lord documents. So you go from Rangers to Elves to Dwarves. Rangers to Elves, well, kind of possible in my opinion, but from Elves to Dwarves, really someone needs to explain that to me. For me it doesn't make any sense. And there's probably a lot more after the Westfold crafting, but yeah, haven't been there. Yeah, we have it. Oh, it's unlock. Okay. Okay, yeah, can be the case. Well, let's do that later. No need for that right now. And unlock this one, so we won't sell it. Yeah, that would be kind of a waste. Let's see, world chat, there's something interesting. Nope, not at the moment. So yeah, back to our quest for legendary items. still the question of what is the best place to get them. Nell suggested Mirkwood. Where in Mirkwood and how do you get them? I don't know. And I guess we can be lucky on the auction house, maybe, but that's, yeah, kind of cheating. We still have some other stuff to do, I think. We have, of course, our dailies in Lorien that we have to do. Other stuff. Let's see, auction. Of course, the prices are crazy. At least I'm expecting crazy prices. Cards, I will search from 60, 65. You also need to. Oh, it's fine now. Don't worry. You should have. You should see me watching or looking for tech stuff or in general. Then it's better not to interrupt me or to talk to me. Yeah, you say it. I didn't this time. Guardian Spear, second age. I don't want a spear, I want an axe. Axe of second. Not first age stuff. 60, 60. What's this? Level 62. Okay. Yeah, it will help with legacies, of course. All of useful. And Guardian Pledge, Brutal Assault, and Overwhelm damage. None of them are useful for me. A cooling patch, just one that will lift it off the table. That does most of the times already the job. At least that's what I have seen downstairs with another laptop. And there's some ventilation fans that does it, but no active cooling. And making it a lot quieter and lowering the temperature from, I believe, the maximum on 95 degrees down to 75 or something like that. And, well, for a laptop, that's acceptable when doing stuff. When being idle, you really want it somewhat ambient. Maybe a little bit higher. Above 40 is crazy. That's basically the problem that I had with my laptop some time ago. It was like level somewhere around 95 while being on the desktop. So just doing nothing. But it was because there could basically no air pass through the heat sink, so it was fully clogged up with dirt and dust and everything that has built up over the last 5-6 years or something. So it's not strange that it gets really hot, but yeah, disassembled everything and that worked for me. Would not recommend it, doing it. Simply because it will void every warranty. You can break something really easily. Yeah. Temperature display, it's sort of fun, but your outgoing air isn't really interesting. And you will need extra software for that most of the times if they are connected via USB ports. I'm not that fond of that sort of software. I use some other software that will tell me way more than just the temperature. I tend to use that as well, and it's just distracting me if it's in front of me, the temperature or whatever it is. Yeah, 10 years on a laptop, that's quite crazy actually. Yeah, if you're lucky, then sure, then it's a good thing. I still see no one with an instance, so let's do some school and library on our own. Will take a little bit longer than I really hope for, but going the wrong way. I was about to sell my new legendary items. Not that that is possible, but I would try to. And most of the times now, 5 fans are more effective than 2 big ones. Since the big ones will probably blow only somewhere in the middle. And that's where you don't need the cooling actually. And with some smaller ones, I believe I've seen your model of your laptop before, so I've seen the bottom side. If I think you have 2 input places and 2 exhausts or something like that. That would make more sense to put 2, well, not much smaller than the intake fans on it. As a regular size, just 2 of them, that would be more effective than bigger fans just blowing to the bottom and doing nothing. That will eventually work against your favor actually. It looks cool, 2 big ones, but most of the time just 2 small ones or 1 small one, a little bit depending on your laptop, or 3 or 4 or 5 small ones if you have a lot of intake places, then that makes sense, but otherwise, yeah, I would stick with 1 or 2 fans that are not too big, so they will just cover your intake places, and otherwise that's perfect timing. I was about to say your laptop will fly off or take off sometime, but oh man, that's creepy. But having bigger fans on the bottom of the laptop doesn't work. Either harm the thing you are trying to achieve. Vexing blow, overwhelm damage. Delete vexing blow, guardian pledge cooldown. That one would have been nice if you have done the deed. It's a major, so this one is useful to slot. And I'm not sure about the other one. Also vexing blow, guardian blow. Wait, what did I just slot? This is overwhelmed and vexing. This one is oh yeah. Oh yay, now made a decision. I think we have to go into our bunkers and hoping no laptop will fly on top of our house or something. Let's see. Vexing blow, guardian pledge. Basically the same weapon. Let's slot it, we can always deconstruct it. I will preserve the few of the first few with first age items. So let's see, let's do some school library. And let's see. Now, what level are you, by the way, on your mini? 46. That will take some time. Mordor Russians. Right, it will take some time to get there. Yeah, let's do school. No, this one. Not sure how it will end up since I've never done that one solo. Could be fine, I think. Where is it? Oh. Wait. Okay, it says 46. Oh, sorry. Oh, man. I keep mixing you guys up. Sorry. Yeah, level 50. Good. Yeah, for some reason I always mix up our Bovum and Moggy. And that's vice versa, it's always the case, basically. Let's do school. Take it. 65. I don't think we can do level 65. Let's do 60 first. Try it on 60. Yeah, now there is literally no snow here. Just some nice sunshine. Slightly freezing, I guess, or around 0. I would rather have some snow actually.
The school at Thom Mirdine was once a pinnacle of learning during the age of the Noldor, but it has now fallen into disrepair.
10k morale. Let's pull not too much. 200, yeah. At least I know that pulling everything in here is not a clever thing to do. We tried that some time ago with Fertile Lands. I would say that I failed miserably. That would be quite an understatement. Oh, more friends. Just stay in front of them. Get down, knock down a lot. Oh yeah, okay. Let's heal up, get rid of the debuffs. Yeah, no, why not? A little bit low level. It will take a while, but it should be doable. Maybe I need to take it a little bit easy on that last room. Not rush into it and yeah. Now I'm not taking everything now, only one side at a time. Pulling everything in this room, that was a little bit too much. Yeah, you can call it brave. You can also call it just knowing what your class can do. And I still remember that. Yeah, that's basically true, I guess. I know that when I actually found out that this was a thing on the Guardian, we went in together with Furtherlands and I think Menespis was there as well. And I just tried to pull everything in this room and that was a little bit too much. It was not the problem that I wouldn't survive it. There, man. It was rather the problem that I was knocked down all the time. And when I'm knocked down, I cannot block. If I cannot block, whoa, that was scary. If I cannot block, then I will die quite rapidly. And yeah, sorry if it sounds like it's nothing, but it isn't that big of a deal anymore. But it's just a power issue that becomes annoying over time. So yeah, that's something I need to fix. I don't do so much about it. Oh no, oh no. Oh, you can use potions when you are down, that makes sense. Oh, yeah. So yeah, they say that a hunter is consuming a lot of power. And Guardian also has that problem. And we have some power restore options, but not that many actually. I think we have, at least in blue line, we have one skill that's doing it. And that's only 600 or something. Yeah, 570. It doesn't really add up. It's like only 4 times your skill to remove debuffs. It's just gone in a few seconds. But Guardian's Ward is a useful skill to remember. It, at least in my case, it reduced the power cost of my skills by a third or something. So that's significantly a good saving. And all my virtues are in combat power regeneration. Or in fate, so they're all based on that, just to keep it a little bit up. But I really should use some food. That's also a good way to solve it. We should get rather close to the end of the fight. It's about time. Yeah, next time we will do this on level. Maybe we will do the library on level. Not sure about the bosses, to be honest. But yeah, the block rating isn't that high on bosses. That will probably kill me quite fast. But yeah, this is fine, and the library is also fine. Overguard is fine, without a mini, I mean. Grand Stairs is doable, but then I need quite some decent DPS to focus everything down. The bosses, well, are manageable. Let's see what else. What else do we have? Cardoom is a little bit too much. I've tried that several times. Just to kind of run off from the rest of the fellowship and see how it goes. That's what I mean with that. Yeah, all the lower instances, the Luminas, GA, GB, that's all fine. They're all just standing around, hoping to survive. So, okay, let's eat some food and wait for the power to regenerate. Oh man. I have about 15 minutes left. So we'll probably make it somewhere to the end of the instance. Okay. Let's see. How do you block so much that you can't so high or something else? Poem, that's a really good question. And I have the answer for that. And just for your information, Poem, I'm watching the kinship chat at the moment. When you are lower, you don't have enough class trait points. We'll show it. It will probably be somewhere here-ish. So we have unlocked 15 points on level 40. Maybe a little bit more, not much more. And then, well, you can also block a lot and do a lot with it, and parry also a lot, but it does nothing for you. You can use your skills that need to parry your block response, and that's about it. When you reach, let's see where it is, somewhere around level 55, somewhere in that region, and you have spent 30 points, 30 points on the blue line, you will get a passive skill that will allow you to heal a little bit morale for every attack that you block. And that doesn't apply to parry, but to block. And naturally, A Guardian has a shield, and with that it can block, and my block chance is close to 20%. So 1 in every 5 attacks will I actually block. And parry rating is about the same. So on every 5 attacks that I receive, I will either parry or block 1 or evade 1. That's sometimes happening. And that will heal me, and that's what most of those 60, 70 morale that's healing me. To further increase that, I have spent almost all my gear. That's possible on either might or block rating, or if that's not available, or parry. You will see here all my bracers. They are, for example, block rating. The rings is also on parry, just as the ear thingies. Let's see, armor. Intermediate morale. It's an effect that I have a lot on my armor. It basically gives you 73 morale in only 15% of the time. And there's no cooldown on that. You have some that reflect a devastating effect, damage or whatever. But there's a cooldown on that for like 20 seconds, so it doesn't really help. This one is instant and there's no cooldown. And you'll see that on my helm and also on my body, I think. A little bit more parry on the cloak. Yeah, the heavy armor blast plate. 75% to neglect, 15 damage, so that's almost all the time. Oh, here's one as well. Incoming healing. Doesn't do anything for it, I guess. But 10% to restore 30 to morale. And there should be one somewhere else. Nothing special. Nothing special. On the belt and also on my weapon, I have runes and stuff for either more might or more block rating. The bow thing on the shield, that's also more neglecting stuff. And I prefer this shield over the shield that Fernlance is using on his Guardian. That one has, well over 400 more armor value, but no block rating. And I'm going all out with block rating. This is 1600 extra. And on the weapon is also... oh, there's no block rating. Okay, that's something to fix. But also on the belt, on the legacy, the adaptability, so for all fortifications and stuff. Also extra block rating while being in Guardian Ward, more block rating. And there is, I think, somewhere else another one. So just to summarize it a little bit, it's all about block rating, just to get it as high as possible, get as much heals as possible, and well, as long as I'm facing a target that's on my level in landscape, or a few levels below in an instance, I basically cannot die. So maybe a little bit too much detail, and that's how I do it. And there are a few skills that are useful. Guardian Pledge is one of them. That will add 20% block chance, 20% parry chance and 20% evade chance for 15 seconds at a cooldown of 3 minutes. So that's one you want to use. And I normally start my battle with Juggernaut, or how you pronounce it. That does basically cause every attack that you receive to block. It's a 100% block chance. So even the mobs in Mordor, 100% block chance. So I will survive 15 seconds in Mordor and then drop to the ground. It's useful when some people start pulling dragons or other mobs. So then that's useful. Okay, see you now. Hope you enjoy what you are going to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. It's all about blocking as much, and the first half a minute of a fight is the most important. After that, all the mobs have no power and are just doing melee attacks. and archers have run out of arrows, and I see that I've wasted food. Wasting food is not a good thing. But at least I've explained how it works. And let's see if we can find the limit again. By pulling basically everything in the room. What's left over. There should be a lot of archers. But aside from that, not so much. Let's see if you can find a good place to collect them. Let's start with 100% block. So people can waste their stuff. One thing that is important to do now is not to stun our opponents. Since, yeah, it doesn't really matter that they are doing damage. You want to enjoy as long as you can from your block. And after that you want to keep Guardian Ward up, will also give you a little bit more block chance and healing stuff. Use potions as soon as you can, that way you are not waiting for any weird cooldown effects or whatever. And well, we just had the first half a minute of the fight. As you can see, I have sometimes a debuff, but not so much anymore. And from now on it's just grinding everything down. That takes some time. Sometimes you have to adjust a little bit on your placement. Everything is in front of you. And yeah, from now on it's not so exciting anymore. Just keep Guardian Ward up. That will help with extra block rating. By default it will give you an extra 2% of block chance. Not on the block rating, but on the block chance. And yeah, that will keep you safe. Sometimes an archer or an ad that's running away, that needs you to adjust your placement. And sometimes you will receive a few hits on stuff that's coming back. No, I want to use a weapon. And yeah, just continue. Use catch your breath as much as you can. Just to keep the power as high as possible. And from now on you can work, if the games allow you that, to work to the AoE stun. So oh, I'm not targeting a good enemy at the moment. And that will help a little bit on preserving your morale. Yeah, now stuff is dropping somewhat. Let's see. Yeah, and I have to admit, it's kind of weird to play a Guardian this way. But you basically need all the ads in the world to stay alive. And that does also count on bosses. Where normally the fellowship will kill all the ads first and then the boss. That's actually what is killing me most of the time. And not killing me in getting frustrated, but literally in killing me. And for most people it doesn't make sense. And I can kind of get into that. But every block matters. Well, it doesn't really matter if you are getting more damage than you're actually healing yourself. then you need to kill the ads first. But in almost all cases you need to wait a little bit and do the boss first. Well, I'm glad that it makes sense to someone. It took a rather long time for Furtherlands to figure it out. And that's not something against him. Most Guardians just tend to go a little bit more to the armor side and kind of neglect the blocking thing. Or go yellow. That's also in a very weird way an option to tank. It's mainly all around debuffing and buffing yourself and in that way to stay alive. Not sure exactly how it works. Then you are in yellow line and you cannot block anything. But that's a sort of problem that you have there. And then it's not the case of saving the ads. There are some caves in Moria, some instances I mean, in which it is even a little bit more extreme. I think that's in the 16th hall. There are some weird corpses on the ground that hey maniac! That basically do nothing until you walk close to them. And then they kind of explode and weird worms come out of them. And they do close to no damage. But they give you a lot of blocks. And if you run in, the first thing the Fellowship does is killing the worms. And the worms won't harm you. They won't do anything to anyone else since you grab aggro from them with challenge, and just stand and wait and let heal yourself. And yeah, apparently that is not the normal case in doing things, but I'm not normal, so I don't really care what is normal. Yeah, percentages will always break a game. That's absolutely a statement that I can. There's no point in doing. It's absolutely a thing that I believe in. I've seen it before on another game. There was a class that had a really long introduction of skills, and with armor you could pretty much neglect it all the way. So you will end up with basically a class that can do crazy amount of damage, and what normally would wait for introductions. But if there are basically no introductions, then why would you not make use of that? And it was not intentional, and you needed to get some really weird, rare armor pieces to do it. But it was a possibility, and I did it, and I enjoyed it for a really long time, for as long as it kept working. Eventually, well, it got kind of neglected and ordered to the high-end gear that pay-to-win players were getting, and yeah, didn't make much sense anymore. But the same thing is, I guess, kind of true here in LOTRO. I've looked at the curves for the block gens, and as far as I can see, it's only rising, not decreasing. And that means that you will get more and more and more block rating, faster, faster and faster. And yeah, that makes it a little bit, well, on one side a little bit weird. on one side. Yeah, maybe a little bit overpowered, you name it. I don't know. Yeah, that was absolutely the case in my thingy. Can you do the same on level? That's a good question. And I know I can do that on landscape. So just everywhere in Moria or whatever. Since this is how I did my landscape quests in the Redhorn Lobes. Doing it in instances completely solo, that might be a different thing. I'm not saying that it is impossible, not saying that it is not doable, but it can be a little bit difficult. And of course I can do it, but then I have to pick a little bit less mobs at the time. Then it should be completely fine. Then I would take like only 2 groups together or something. Yeah. Then it doesn't really matter. And basically if it works for 2 groups, it should also work for the entire room. And you just have to survive the first half minute. And is he healing him? Or what? Okay. Let's get the white hand first. Otherwise it will be a really long time. And it's a sort of routine that you have to build up over time, so you get a little bit what you need to do. And if you have developed that, yeah, it's not so hard to stay alive. If you look at the pools that I made in Redhorn Lobes, and especially in the stream on which I did that, you will see that it doesn't work every time. I have made a highlight of it. That's called Just Be Brave 2.0. Maybe I've shared that also in the Tiny Toons Discord, but not sure about it. It should be on my Twitch channel. And that's basically a pool that just worked, and it isn't always the case. With the instances, I can go rather ham in Overclock. I did that. Not sure that was on stream. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know actually. But that was with with a fellowship, and that was all out. Just be brave. There's one region when you just have done the dragon thingies and you're working your way down, and from the big U-turn I pulled everything to the first idol, and after that to the second idol, so you have a lot of trolls and stuff, and that was basically everything that you need. And that was so close. There was a pool that brought me down with a knockback all the way to 100 morale, and from that it was just closer. I believe almost up to 50 morale left, and thanks to the skills it went up to 100% and it was fine. But in the fellowship chat it was all about you are overpooling it, you are trying to do too much, you are going to die, and I just ended and finished with went fine. And that's it. And so that's how I did almost all of the instances. Quite funny. Yeah, I will highlight what it actually does. Guardian War Tactics. So you can see what it does and why I keep it up all the time. Oh no, oh no, 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 shit. Nope. Nah, I needed just one more second. But one more second, it was fine, probably. Okay, let's do it in 2 goes. But just to highlight one more time, you get additional block rating, additional parry rating, parry chance of partially parry chance, partially block, and extra tactical mitigations. And one of the most important things, the minus 30% power cost on skills. So, yeah, it's not hard to stay alive, but as said, as long as I can be in front of the enemies and look at them. So if I'm knocked down, I cannot look at them. Chris did dang. Sorry for butchering it. Hello, welcome to the stream. Best class, currently it's my highest class, let's say it in that way. To say it's my best class, I don't know. I think it's still my Lore Master at the moment. But trying to do this on a Lore Master, I would say that it is not possible on this level. And my Lore Master is still level 60, kept waiting for all the Moria deeds. Oh man, poem. Yeah, I've played a Warden, but it wasn't really the class for me. Yeah, thank you for the follow, it's appreciated. And also Bohem is happy that we need just one more. Marketing manager. Oh, that reminds me of my my lessons at school about marketing and promoting. If I did dislike something in that lesson, would be that topic. Okay, let's well also eat something. There's a duration of 5 minutes. That's, yeah. Let's do. Oh, okay. Now I understand that it can be quite often quite a challenge to get them down. Let's get the leaders first. And now we just have to survive all the power that they will be using. And also the crazy morale. And just stun as much as we can. Remove the debuffs. Keep whining. I'm still here, man. Don't get annoyed. Oh, that was some really bad interruption. Let's heal up. Use the potions. How we can. Well, I'm rooted, that's not so bad. And as long as we can get one white hand leader down, That would be sufficient, as far as I can see. Let's hope we don't get knocked down too much. Yeah, yeah, the burglar, I have a little bit of mixed feelings about him. Oh, that is a skill I almost never use, but looks useful. I think that's the only class that I have never played. And I'm not saying that is a good thing. And how's it called? The Bjorning, of course. We don't have that one. But yeah, aside from that, I basically watched or played everything. No high elves, but that's more of a race, not really a class. So yeah, I don't really count that one. And yeah, most of the time I played as a hunter or a mini. Always good to play at least up to a certain level with the healing class on the game. And I've played on the Lore Master, quite a lot on the Lore Master. Let me think, what else? Yeah, of course, the Guardian. I've tried to play. Oh man, I'm mixing up stuff. So, lag, please work for change. Played the Captain a little bit, only up to level 20. Yeah, I wasn't really bothered leveling it any further. Oh man, that's a little bit too much. A little bit on the champion. Yeah, a little bit on everything. And even a little bit of Runekeeper. Runekeeper, and didn't really like the mechanic around it. Yeah, with the Warden, I played it a few levels and kind of enjoyed it. Well, I cannot say that I disliked it, but I just couldn't remember everything. And I think if the Warden is your main class, then it's probably not that much of a deal. If you're playing other classes, for example, I played the Lore Master for a long time as my main class. Then yeah, I couldn't really remember the Gambit's stuff. How are the portraits? I think I'm missing something. Let me think. And just watching at the fact that this is taking so long already, I don't think I can do the final boss. That one has some crazy AoE skills, lots of damage. You mean this thing? How my character looks? It's just the default setting, at least for me. But maybe I just gave a really silly answer. Oh man, they should really reduce this the fighting time, man. Yeah, where's the Lore Master or Hunter if you need them? Oh, my armor is breaking. I did repair at the start of the stream, so een oepsie momentje, moment thingy. Well, that's him. Finally done. Okay, let's see what our loot is. Probably nothing good. Oh, we have a bracer. Oh, quite a nice one. I'll surely save this one for our fellow guardians. If one of them decides to go into block raiding as well. But there should also be a teal item from here. Basically just the better version of this one. And that has just slightly higher stats. If that one is dropped, then I'm a really happy person. It means just a little bit more block raiding, so more defense and H rune of defense. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there are quite a lot of white hand leaders. Let's pull not everything, I hope. Or just the leaders, okay. That's one. There's the other one, okay. This way, the leaders are making it difficult, the rest isn't too bad. With this skill, basically didn't really need it, but a little bit more healing is always fine. Yeah, I should really have started library instead of school. This one takes quite a while. If the white hand archers and leaders are gone, then it simplifies quite a lot. I think that's like 1 or 2 pools, maybe. And after that, all the big ones are gone. I think I will save actually all the ads and just start at the boss. Maybe that's a really bad idea. I think it makes sense. At least in our case, it makes sense. Let's see, what do we have? Need for food, that's one thing. But can we pull them without pulling the entire room? Yeah, we can. Just hug the wall so everything will get out. And just repeat what we just did. And I think we need to do that another time. Okay, leader first. Not sure why I didn't do that immediately. Oh, double debuff. That was too clever. He was pressing the wrong button. So he could heal himself a little bit. See, well, it's going rather fine. Still takes forever, but we know that by now. Okay, the white hand archer is disarming us, and the leaders are healing everything. I think that's the theme that's going on. Oh, come back, maniac. How does our cloak look? 8 out of 4. Oh, 8 out of 40. That's in rather best shape, but could be worse. Let's pull those. I really like that fly skill. It adds just a little bit more range to your range attacks. And aside from that, there's not really any need for them or something. It is nice for having decent stuff going on. It's having internet, so we don't have to stream. Oh, that's sad. I'll see you later, maniac. And I will admit, I'm quite amazed that the network is as stable as it is today. It wasn't the case yesterday, not the day before. Basically not last week and this week, and yeah. Oh, didn't pay attention. He could heal himself. But it's also not completely stable today. Can't always have everything, I guess. So come on, I want to do you something. Let's work to the stunts. Okay, just archer. Yeah. Yeah, now I know why we have Furtherlands in the Fellowship while we are doing instances. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. All the big guys. And these are just regular. All of them are regular mobs. Okay. Lower level, so they should heal more than do damage. But 77k, man. I hope that I will do that before I have to go to dinner. Since normally we have dinner like half an hour ago, so it can happen any moment. But I just want to do this right now. And we let's start here. Or do we really need to kill everything first? That would be quite a shame. Just a few of them, I don't know what the mechanic is. Well, let's preserve our big skills for the boss. Maybe you need to kill a few of them, I don't know what it is. Or just everything first and then the boss will start. I think that's the case, so let's pull that all a little bit away from the boss. Vision a little bit nicer, if that's possible. Yeah, should be sufficient. If I place everything in sort of the right place, more of my skills will do damage. And yeah, it's just a little bit more efficient. Still there, okay. Yeah, I think we have to kill everything first. Kind of sad, it was quite fun. Yeah, would have made stuff way easier if the ads were still alive. So, last one. Take a little bit more distance. Yeah, and I'm really wondering how this fight is going to be. This can have quite a nasty debuff, quite a nasty AoE attack. Just be really nasty in general. Yeah, there's nothing on cooldown. How's our food? Let's take some new food. Can we do that? Oh, can't pick new food. So yeah, this is. Let's see how it goes, and hopefully we don't die in a few seconds. Oh, okay. Let's look a little bit better on what he is doing. And maybe it just doesn't work. He's healing more than I'm doing damage. That could be the case. But for now he's doing only with some special attacks some damage. And we can manage with that. It's either going to be really close or not at all. That's my prediction. There's no way that this is going to be easy. You can't stun him or whatever. And normally I would wait a little bit with my catch your breath skill, which is, I mean, just use it immediately. I will wait this time, just for it starts to make a little bit more sense. Just to get the full healing potential of it. Since power was fine, not going too bad. Well, we're almost on a quarter, and his power is going down at a decent pace. So the fight will get a little bit easier over time. But easier is relative. Doesn't make it easy in any way. Oh, and the food was not smart. We might need that in a few seconds, then we'll regret using it now. Oh, it's fine, man. Normally I kind of watch a stream and play at the same time myself. So, it's not that much of a deal for me. But would be weird if I do it myself and have a problem with it. And I have to admit, watching a Guardian do this is probably not the most enjoyable thing. I was expecting this to be a little bit faster. And maybe I will fail miserably in upcoming 5 minutes or something. I don't know. Because we are halfway and well, his power is far gone, that's a good thing. And in normal attacks, well, we are doing damage, but I'm blocking a decent amount of them. It's again a little bit more of the power issue. But it just takes forever. And this is why I play sometimes on my hunter, just to compensate a little bit for the DPS. Okay, that's a moment that we kind of have to run. Oh, Okay, good to know. Oh, he gets power from something. Not sure from what actually, but yeah, you cannot block the AoE attack, as far as I know at least. We need to kind of watch out for it. Can get quite nasty in a few seconds. But we are already like 50k morale down on him. Yeah, and we're still going strong, healing up. Well, there we go. Making a lot of misclicks. Okay. Oh, yeah, and he's done with AoE. He has some power from that. That's not so good for us. Interrupt? Yeah, thank you. That's some more interrupt skills. A lot of them are always active. Or possible, or how you want to call it. That was one of those skills, so I wasted the stamp the foot skill for now. But, sometimes you get lucky and okay. Run. Give me the potion. That fly, why not? A skill that cannot miss. Do some damage from range. And let's pull him all the way here. We have a safe place in the next moment. He's using his AoE. And now I'm getting a little bit close for combat. Oh, very. I need blocks. Now a little bit low on morale, a little bit low on power. That's why I use Juggernaut to be safe. This will make every attack block that I receive. And with that, some more healing. Talking about healing, we can heal ourselves once more. And just 1.1k left. Yeah, we did it. Well, it took like an hour, apparently. Oh man, but we did it. That's what mattered. And let's see if the loot is decent. We only have a relic. So all that work for a relic, man. Okay, I was planning on doing library as well. I'm not going to do that in this stream, since I have my dinner at the moment, and it means that I will be back this evening. It's now close to 6 p.m. GMT. I mean 5 p.m. GMT. Oh, that's a dwarf. And I was in Breland for some reason. Oh yeah, I was at the Forge Master. Yes, makes sense. Well, items sort of leveled to level 7, so that's also good. So it's now close to 5 p.m. GMT. I will be back around 7, I think. And then we will do library. Do do them both. And if we have some time left after that one, if that one has 1, 2, 3 bosses. So one more is this one. And this one has also 3 bosses. Don't mind me. So that will probably take also up to an hour. Maybe some of our Tiny Toons will join just to do some TPS. I don't really mind if they are way lower than level 60, for example. They can all join if they want. But for now, I'm going to call it join my dinner and do some stuff. And I will be back around 7 PM GMT. So, thanks everyone for watching. Everyone that has hosted me, thank you. And our Quizitank thingy, sorry for butchering your name a second time. Thank you for the follow. And see you maybe later. And otherwise, see you next time. Bye bye.